Hello and welcome. My name is Kate Bondi and I'm the owner and operator of Moss Heart Doula Services in Burlington, Hamilton, and Niagara. I've been a practicing birth doula for the past 5 years, and today I'm here to talk to you about what I keep in my birth bag. So let's take a look and see what we have. Alright, so I guess to start, the things that I keep on the outside are some basic things like a pen, and a lot of charging equipment. So I find that sometimes some extra family support might forget to bring a phone charger or an adapter or anything like that. So I carry a few cords around in my bag, A for my phone and B in case anybody else needs something as well. So I've got something in here for Apple products and Androids. So pretty nice and versatile. Next, let's take a look here. I keep a small bag of items for myself in the birth bag as well. So in here I keep a toothbrush, some toothpaste, a couple sachets of tea, this cute little lavender pouch, just a few things that will help keep me grounded, present, and fresh so I can offer the best support I can during your birth. Alright, let's move on to some of the more fun things. We'll talk about some of the different tools that I use during labor, when I might use them, and how they work. So I'm going to start with some basic things. I bring a bunch of hair ties. These are kind of important in case a pregnant client didn't have one on them or forgot to pack any. So I sort of keep these with me on my wrist or just easily accessible in my bag in case you want to put your hair back. I find that a lot of clients also like their hair being touched in early labor, so sometimes doing some braids or just gently tying it back, putting it in a bun or something. A lot of people really like that. So I bring some hair ties and also bring this bad boy, little head scratcher. Gets cleaned every time, don't stress. And a lot of people find it very soothing. You can do like some nice gentle like scalp massage, or some people will actually just take it themselves and use it where they like. Very helpful tool. I also bring this little guy with me, and it's not for hair. Unlike the last two products, this is actually for your hand. Some clients like a bit of counter pressure, during labor. That's often provided, through a doula, but sometimes clients will like to use the comb. That you just place it in your hand like this and press it down into the meat of your palm, and it offers a bit of a different sensation when you're going through contractions. It can also be nice to thumb it. I find that that's a bit more comfortable than the actual prods in your finger, but to each their own, whatever you like, right? So on the note of counter pressure, I also bring some unscented hypoallergenic lotion with me in my bag. This is used for a bit of back massage, some shoulder tension relief, a bit of calf massage or leg massage, which these are areas of the body that tend to really tense up during contractions. I find that a lot of my clients, as the sensations start to get a bit stronger, a lot of people will sort of hunch up and bring their neck into their chest and their shoulders up as the contraction is getting a bit intense. So a little bit of counter pressure on the shoulders, just some nice massage and a bit of like relaxing encouragement really helps bring those shoulders down, helps to bring breathing back to a normal area, and makes clients feel a bit more relaxed. All right, let's talk hot cold therapy. During labor, you're going to be feeling a lot of things. You might be, really warm because labor is a bit of a workout. It's a pretty intense process on your body. You can expect a few beads of sweat here and there. So I like to pack a couple different types of cold packs. This one is a bit more flexible, so you can use it in more rounded areas, where this one is a bit stiff. Feels really nice on the lower back. This one's more for head, neck kind of thing. So I pack both of those and I keep them in the hospital guest fridge during labor so that we can swap them out back and forth. Keep one of them nice and cool during your labor. I also bring some of my own cloths that are used to wrap these bad boys up in, because I find that the hospital ones, they're being used by the hospital. Oftentimes they're a bit scratchier, so these ones are nice and soft. And they're just, easy to use. So I bring a couple of those with me, just to make sure that we have enough. And then I also pack my homemade rice bag. So I made this out of a t-shirt, and it's got like half a bag of rice in it. It is loaded. So this can be used for hot or cold. I find a lot of people really like it for the warmth. A lot of the contractions you'll feel right down quite low into the pelvic area, right? So this Once it's been warmed up, wrap in a cloth so that isn't too hot on your skin. Is a really nice thing to have just sort of sitting right here as you're feeling contractions. A lot of people will lay with it when they need a break from standing, or some people will even put it on their back like this and sit on the birth ball, and that's a great way to add a bit of extra comfort, a way to relax your muscles as you're laboring. So I also bring a few books with me, some extra resources that can help us if we've come to a bit of a roadblock and I might need some extra input or some different positions that I just can't think of off the top of my head. So I bring the Labor Progress Handbook, which is a great tool. These are all things that I also have in my lending library, so if you're interested in taking a look at them while you're still pregnant, please by all means just ask. You're more than welcome to borrow them. I also bring Active Labor, which as you can see is probably one of my favorites. A lot of great recommendations for different positions. There's breathing techniques, there's massage techniques. This book is pretty great. And finally, I bring the Birth Partner, which is also a fabulous resource. I love this one. This is probably my most lent out book. It offers some insight as to what you can expect during the different stages of labor, what your partner can expect, how they can support you, what you can expect of your doula, and what you can expect of your healthcare providers. So there really is a lot of great information in here. Really worth the read. I would totally recommend this book. So I also keep a few essential oils in my bag. These I'm a little bit more sparing with. The science is kind of out on essential oil use, and I am by no means a professional in terms of understanding the way that essential oils work with the human body. So this one is a lavender one, which I find helps with headaches and find it very relaxing and calming scent. But that's just me personally. However, if people are interested in it, I use it more as a wafting thing, so you can be put on like a damp cloth and you can sort of air it up to your face, that kind of thing, but I don't like to have it on directly on somebody's skin because it can cause harm. I also carry around a roller, so this one is safe to put on your skin. This one is an alertness oil, so it sort of helps bring a bit of like clarity to your head. It's got a very nice smell to it. This is something that if you're interested in, we would talk about the ingredients to make sure that this is a safe product for you to be using. I also carry a bit of tea tree oil with me. Again, this is safe to put on your skin. It's actually a topical gel, so I just find this to be a nice scent. It can also be used kind of in tandem with the lotion. Provides a bit more of a soothing atmosphere, so yeah, it's a nice little product. I like it. Let's see. I also bring a TENS machine with me. So most of my clients have never heard of one of these, and I hadn't heard of them till the last couple of years either. It's actually, I think until I went to physiotherapy for a bit, and they slapped one of these on me, and it's a weird sensation, I won't lie, but people seem to really enjoy them, and especially during labor. So what it is, you take these sticky pads off, and you attach them to an area where you're having the most sensation. So you can stick them onto your back, you can stick them onto your lower belly. Those are the most common areas to use them, obviously, during labor. Then it is turned on, and you can see there are a bunch of different settings here. So you can kind of click through and select a setting that's most comfortable for you. And what these really do is they help distract your brain from where you're feeling the sensations of contractions. They just give you something different to feel. It's not an additional feeling. It does kind of pull away from the intensity of contractions. So it's a nice tool. I've heard a lot of positive feedback from different people who have used them, and they come highly recommended. So I bring those every time in case anybody wants to give them a try. I also bring a couple of scarves. Pretty tensile, strong, not stretchy, thick material. These are great for lots of different things. First of all, like I said, if you're a bit chilly, it's just a wrap, which, it's also very pretty, so added bonus. And then on top of that, it can be used for a bunch of different sort of comfort techniques. So this can be used to help hold your belly up a bit if it's giving you a bit of back pain or a bit of weight. So you can sort of strap it around here and you get it right below where your tummy sits and bring it around and then tie it up. So that takes the weight away and gives you a bit of relief on your back. It's also great for counter pressure, believe it or not. So if we're doing a lot of hip squeezes throughout the day, which I'll talk about in a moment, it can get a bit tiring on your body. And sometimes if you want that same squeeze, but you don't want a person behind you, you want to be lying down, you want to be sitting down, this is a great tool for that. So you can use it to tie around the same spot. You want to get the top notches of your hips, pull it around, and you want to get it nice and tight. So kind of similar to the area that we were doing before, but now you want it to be quite a bit tighter. So it won't be touching your belly at all. Just sort of like in your hips and your pelvis region. So you'll get it, and you'll get a nice firm, tight knot around the back. And, can you see? There we go. And that will help alleviate a bit of the lower pelvic pressure. So it'll squeeze the tops of your hips in, and the lower part of your hips open up a bit, making a bit more room for baby, making a bit more comfort for you. It's also a great tool if you're very comfortable being on all fours. You can have your partner or your doula stand above you, and this will wrap around your belly, holding the whole thing, and the person will stand above you and sort of hold it and take a bit of the weight off your back, which feels very nice. You can also use it to gently rock back and forth and give a bit of rhythm to your contractions. Not that they don't have rhythm to begin with, but it sort of helps you sync up with them. You can just sort of rock your body, and it gets you into a nice rhythm. It's a bit soothing. A lot of people really like that. So I also have this fun looking contraption. This is literally just a tennis ball and a sock. The only thing that I ever use it for is for lower back pressure. So you're wanting to stand, you're wanting to walk around, move your body, you're having a bit of pain, perhaps down in this area here, you'd like it alleviated. So this ball you can press up against your back, and if you stand against a wall and just kind of rock nice and gently, it gives you a bit of a small back massage there. Helps bring a lot of pressure off that area, kind of opens it up a bit. You can do some squats while you're using it. Just a nice gentle tool, another option, something there else to support your hips. One thing that I do keep in my birth bag but I don't have present with me is a peanut ball. Most of the hospitals that I go to have birth balls. In fact, the last hospital that I went to, I opened up a closet and there were about 30 balls in there. So most hospitals do have birth balls available to clients. I do have an extra one just in case. I usually call ahead and see if the hospital has one, and if they don't, I'll bring it, but generally I do. One thing that they don't have a lot of is peanut balls, which are kind of the same principle. It's a big ball filled with air. It's nice and squishy, right? But this one is shaped like a peanut, right? You got that wave to it. It is super duper helpful if you would like to have an epidural, or if you just want to lay down and relax. You can put the peanut ball between your legs and lay on your side, and what it does is it helps keep your pelvis open, which really helps baby come down. It's a great tool, and I think I use it at almost every birth. It's very popular. I also like to bring a few little, maybe not snacks, maybe a bit of energy boosters, we'll call them. I bring honey sticks with me, which are on back order right now, mind you. But I do generally bring honey sticks, as they're a great source of energy. I find that a lot of the times in the hospital, they don't want you to eat while you're in labor. This is done for several reasons. We'll talk about that in another video. So generally I bring honey sticks. It helps give you like a nice boost of energy. There's lots of great stuff in honey, so it just helps you feel good, gives you something to keep your, give you a bit of flavor back in your mouth. Hospitals can be so very dry, so it's a bit helpful in that way. And I also bring these cute little ginger chews. They are helpful for a bit of nausea, or just if you just need something in your mouth, because sometimes, like I said, the dryness of hospitals really get to you. Having just water or juice or ice chips can be a bit redundant at times, so the ginger chews can be a nice helpful little savior there. Okay, last but not least is my little notebook, which is what the pen was for. I use this to sort of chart labor progress, how things are going, how you're doing, what's happening, what time things are happening at. It all gets charted in here. And then a few days after baby's born and you're feeling settled, I will type it up and deliver your birth notes. A lot of clients really like this. They like to reflect on their birth. A lot of the times it ends up leading to a conversation between me and clients. They like to revisit aspects of it, sort of debrief, talk about how they felt, what went right, what went wrong, like all the different things that are going through their head. It can just be like a really nice, sort of relaxing conversation. And because labor can happen so fast, or it can happen very slowly. Either way, it is just a great opportunity to talk about things, clear your head, and see how you're feeling. So yeah, I bring that with me, and it's been a great tool. Okay, I think that's it. I think we have officially emptied out my birth bag. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out at any time. I'm also totally open to suggestions. So if there's something that you were thinking about while the video was going on that you didn't see, something that has worked for you either at a previous birth, or if you're a doula, something that works with your clients, let me know. I'd love to, either add or subtract some stuff to my bag. Okay, thanks for watching.